Oh my god, Alpha, hi. I'm wrecking. Hello, YouTubers. Hi, mom. I'm on internet. Hey yo pretty people, my name is Alex and welcome back to the Unity SMP Aquatic, also known as Season 3. Friends, we are here at my base still, and yeah, I know you might be getting a tiny bit sick of this place, but today we actually have something very important, something that has to do with the previous episode. And yes, I know I promised you guys that we will be doing the whole rat race thing, but I'm not quite ready for it, especially since I actually added a bit of a time limit to myself in the previous episode. If you watched it, you might recall that in the previous video we actually delivered a book, a made-in-one book to the android miner, who I wanted to hire basically in exchange for a made-in-one book to decorate some stuff for me. Well, the case is that there is currently nothing to decorate. That's the problem here. I don't have the villager trading dungeon that I want her to decorate yet. So it's about time we dug it out, and there's nothing better to dig stuff out with than an efficiency 5 pickaxe, which we kind of have. What we also have is an efficiency 4 pickaxe, and that has to be rectified. So, if I recall correctly, it's not you. Maybe you. No, not you. Maybe you. No, not you. Maybe you. See, this is why I need a villager trading hall. So this is what my current trading setup looks like, and yeah, you might understand why I want to change it up, which I kind of started doing already. The place where my... What are you doing here, ship? Okay, doesn't matter, I'll punish you later. The place where all of my items are currently flowing is down here. Judging by the map, it is not too far away from the villager breeder, which, yeah, too far away from the villager breeder would be somewhere around here. But we could score some additional points, like by removing my villagers from the breeder itself, by just digging down and digging lower. So right now I'm currently not hesitant, but I'm pretty set on the idea to dig down another 20 blocks, and that's where I would actually start setting out my trading grounds. Yes, it would be tiny bit hard to deliver all of our items there, but at the same time items can easily fall because gravity is a thing, and delivering them downwards is way easier than delivering them upwards, even with the water streams. So yeah, I feel like that's a good idea. Plus, on top of that, villagers themselves are way easier to deliver downwards than they are upwards. So hey, it's a win-win situation. All I have to do really is to start digging. Really wish I had that efficiency 4 book. Oh well, we'll get to it when we actually find the stupid guy. Okay, so I picked this position right underneath the iron farm, way below though, like at level 9 almost. So yeah, didn't find any diamonds while digging it out, but did stumble into some lava, as you can tell by a stack and then some of obsidian in my inventory. And look, I found this guy. He was just randomly sitting enclosed in a minecart. He's been my little experiment villager where I was trying to figure out how far should I go away from the iron farm in the sky for the villagers to not recognize it as a village, basically. And look, he's still here. I absolutely forgot that I had him. And he's a farmer, and he has carrots in his inventory. So, in theory, I could still get him to farm carrots for me if I really wanted to. Yeah, anyway, I just thought that was hilarious and wanted to show him to you guys. I'll be digging out a couple more chunks in that general direction to kind of follow the outline of the base itself, so it will be easier for me to direct items and villagers and everything to it. But I don't yet have an idea for vertical upwards transportation. Obviously, for downwards transportation. You can just jump down into a puddle of water, you'll be fine, don't worry, it's just a couple broken legs, it's no biggie. But for the upwards transportation, you actually have to think with your thinky bit, the one on your shoulders, that is, on the neck one, that part of your body. So what I've been pondering is that obviously in Minecraft Aquatic update proper, we will have the bubble columns, which we do not have just yet because this is just phase 1. But at the same time, right now in Minecraft there is already a way of water level elevation that allows you to move basically double speed. You see, right now you can either go on water, right, which takes forever, or go on half water, which is water source here, water source there, right? Or on a ladder, which is also taking forever. But it just so happens that if you put down a ladder, and then also waterlog it, then you can move at ludicrous speed as long as you are holding control and looking upwards. So you basically do this and you just blaze through. Oh my god, I'm stuck in a block. Yeah, you saw that. That was amazing. I want all of that. And I feel like that would be the perfect solution for now. But obviously, of course, once we have the full-on aquatic update, we will be installing just a freaking bubble column with the soul sand. If you don't know, in 1.13 in the update aquatic, a bubble column made by a soul sand underneath a water source is pushing items, players and entities upwards. It's actually quite hilarious to look at, and I'm really looking forward to it, but whatever. Let me get digging, and just let me tell you, it's beyond frustrating with my terrible connection to the server. Which of course, now that I'm recording, is freaking perfect. Oh, yeah, just make me look bad, Realms. Thank God for respiration 2 helmets. And then you come back and voila. This is what I'm thinking right now. This is what I want to go off of. The general idea. And the feel of the area that I want to incorporate is this mildly ornate, but not really ornate, but grand feel of 50s, 60s, something like that, like retro Fallout, Bioshock, that kind of deal, right? And I'm guessing you can see it. I'm hoping you can see it, especially in this little symbol right up there with the circle and the wings and that stuff. That's what I would love to. But again, Minecraft is not really well fit for this type of style. So this is what I need Android miner for. basically that's why I wanted to hire her later, and also because I'm kind of lazy and don't want to do this myself. So now this area shall be basically the storage area for all the farms and all the cool stuff. So at one point somewhere in here, in there though, like deeper in there, because there's an entire undug area from here that I started digging out, but not really. There you go. See, this tunnel kind of perimeters the area that I wanted to clean out, that I can't clean out because block luck recently has been just absolutely crazy, and not only for me, mind you. So yeah, that area I want to have like a bit of maybe a library slash storage area for all the farm outfit, basically, so I can easily trade with the villagers by just turning back and forth to the chests, to the villagers, to the chests, to the villagers. And the reason I want to have chests down here, even though it's quite far away from the ground, is because it is quite far away from the ground. Now, of course, this area will feel much shorter once I figure out, once the proper update aquatic hits and we have a proper water elevator with the bubble columns. But for now this shall suffice, and we shall fix it even further by basically replacing all of our current water streams and all of our currents basically with actual hoppers, droppers and hopper-dropper chains, which, yes, hoppers do cost a tiny bit of lag as far as I know. I don't know if they do in this version of the game, but generally it feels like they do. But not as much when there's a set container on top of them. So it's a bit of a, well, not quite a win-win, but it's a fairly okay thing. So I hope you guys don't mind that this episode is a bit of a, you know, just progress update after a progress update after a progress update, because really I can't do much with this material. The game is really not giving me anything. I'm trying currently to reroute my stuff to the lower area, and it worked so far, but you can see how much of a mess it is, so you can probably guess how much of a problem it was for me to work on. Yeah, we're having currently this stuff funnel into this stuff, and then this stuff being dropped into that stuff, and all of it in just redstone noodles. It's just noodles all over the place. It's just redstonery and redstone wiring everywhere, and ticking, and just frustrating, really. So, what's happening here? Hoppers feeding into the droppers, dropper dropping down into a water stream way below the ground now is currently picking it all up and trying to put into a chest which I am probably rerouting later into a quick sorting system, because let's face it, it's easier to make a sorting system than 3 separate hopper lines feeding from several separate farms. Actually, considering that every single of my melon and pumpkin farms are separate entities, so basically there's 4 of them, that would require me to make 5 different hopper lines leading into my new collection area, and that's just waste of everybody's time, in my personal opinion. So yeah, let's go down there, let's install some item filters, if we have enough hopperage for it. Yeah, we do. But we do not have enough observers. That's a bit of a problem. Not observers, quads and the comparators, those things. And 3 item filters, hopper-based item filters, and some live streaming later. We got this thing. We got pumpkins, melons, all that kind of stuff now sorting down into different things. Never mind that the chests are nearly empty. I just emptied them out and traded all the materials that were in it. And since this is a bit of a library, and since the trading with the villagers seems to actually be a pretty sustainable and amazing source of experience, I decided that I will also place my enchantment setup down there. Still need to put an anvil in here, and still need to lower the actual librarians down here, but other than that, we are on our way to getting absolutely done with this project, or at the very least with the 2 rooms that we have already created. One hiccup is that the item filters have to be sectioned off, and really this redstone tree and the pipe that is leading into the item filters will have to be sectioned off too. Now, I actually doubled and triple checked the comments, and you guys actually liked my idea with the pipe flushing out items in the side of a building, which honestly, if not for your comments, I would have absolutely forgotten about that idea, about that project. So I apologize for forgetting to do it and kind of carrying over and doing the regular hopper-dropper chain all the way to down here. It's really my mistake and really nobody else's fault but mine. I do admit that that idea actually was pretty cool, and I kind of wish we went for it, but whatever. At this point, I'm not gonna go and redo the entire thing. Well, some more digging out needs to be done down here. It won't be a problem. It doesn't touch any redstone. This section we will be sectioning off using the walls and the bookshelves, And down here, under the pipe with the items, I feel we will be placing the trading booths for the librarians. They're gonna be just standing around. Now, in a perfect world, I would actually want to block them in using carpets and some mob trickery, just so they are just standing around, basically, like looking like idiots, not going anywhere. But I can't really do that because this area right now is not properly lit up, not done, and not sectioned off. We'll be doing that sometime later in the series when I'm finished with the general outline and the perimeter of this room. For now, I just want them in secluded areas, basically sectioned off, where no zombie can harm them. Well, all of that needs to be also done. Before we do any of that, we need to finish up some walls, drop the librarians down here anyway, because they aren't gonna go down here by themselves. And yeah, that's a lot of work, mind you. Just even digging a drop chute for them is like a stack of blocks 4 times, because they're in a bot. This block luck will be the end of me. And having said all that, I just came up with some very interesting relation/concept that I'll chat with you about in just a moment. Yeah, we might do the whole villager thing next episode, but not just because I'm lazy and I don't feel, which, yeah, I really don't feel like doing it right now, but I actually got a cool idea for it, so wait for it, okay? Just give me a moment, bear with me. Right now, I decided to light up the area a tiny bit using those this type of jack-o'-lantern decoration, which I feel actually fits with the overall gas lamp steampunk tiny bit, that kind of stuff. And yeah, look, it looks pretty okay. I can't wait for this server to finally go to the end and get in some, you know, end roads that I could use for lighting, because right now this room really needs some sort of a lighting solution and I don't get any. Yeah, here I can mount jack-o'-lanterns into the wall, and that will basically provide enough lighting for no mobs to spawn in the middle of it. This room though, the walls are too far between and too far apart, so even if I put torches and, you know, jack-o'-lanterns and everything into the walls and into the ceiling, the middle will still probably remain unlit, and that is a bit of a problem. But other than that, I'm quite proud of this thing, and I am looking forward to my collab with Android Miner, where we will figure out how to properly decorate this place, how to maybe make it a tiny bit more special and interesting. Yep. But in the next video, and I apologize for yawning, it's a tiny bit late when I'm recording this. In the next video, we will move my librarians down here. I will make some librarian book selling points. Here, here, here and there. And the way I think I should move them down here, I feel we should have tiny bit amount of fun with it. While we're at it. Okay, 2 words, guys. Villager roller coaster. I made myself laugh. See you next video, guys. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. This has been XP. This has been the Unity SMP. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye.